Good afternoon, WA7FSH Glenn. Okay, so I'm going to do this the old school way, I guess. I'm going to make the video and then post it to, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok. I've got to post it to my YouTube channel, WA7FSH, on YouTube. You can see the whole thing there. And then from YouTube, I can upload it to my website, theoutdoorsnet.net. No spaces, no capitals, no nothing. Just theoutdoorsnet.net. So, yeah, let's get busy, shall we? Let me set this thing over here. Don't want this stupid thing to spit my camera out. There we go. All right. Don't need those stupid freaking gloves. Anyway, I've got an orange bell pepper right here. I don't know how well you can see that in the daylight. So the orange bell pepper is then going to be lined up behind some butter crunch leaf lettuce. And it's a really sweet leaf lettuce. Doesn't you don't have to wait until it grows and matures a head of lettuce. You can literally pick a little bit, leave it there and let it grow, pick a little bit some more, and continue picking it throughout the entire growing season. So, and that's one of the reasons why I like it. That and just the sweet flavor. Really fantastic. Spanish sweet onions. Oh yeah. Anyway, business is kind of slow down at the port these days. I think all the ships are sitting out at sea, waiting for the prices just to keep going up and up and up. So they can make more money when they come get it offloaded. I'm not sure, but I know we got a lot of container ships at sea, just moseying around in circles. And instead, this is not like it was during COVID, where there wasn't any room at the docks to get them unloaded. Terminal 6 down in Portland, which is set up to receive, I think, 4 ships, currently has 1 ship sitting there. Now, somebody said they're having a hard time hiring longshoremen. I'm here to tell you the kind of wages those guys make and the benefits they get through the union and stuff. They wouldn't have a hard time hiring me, that's for sure.
I had a 250. It had the fuel tank and it had 18 lines. And I mounted one on me. I passed
Hi, kiddos. What you do, honey? What you do, babe? Tell Miss Nina so. A piddle puppy, yeah. Oh, see, the camera says you're in the way. Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's an old white-faced dog, huh? Yes, it's the old white-faced dog.
and girl took me that night, she had to check it kept running. 2.5 months of big plant. I gotta go get a cigarette. Come on, bud.
Okay, for any of you city slickers out there who have never planted a garden or grown anything other than maybe a pot plant in your closet, did that when I was in high school. This is how it comes out of one of the 6-packs. Okay, you have what is a little 6-pack container. Got 6 little individual plants in it. Looks like that. If this root ball in the dirt is real tight, then you need to squeeze it and spread it apart a little bit and loosen those roots up. Otherwise, they get what's called root bound. All right. So then you take this, and if you've been watching me over here, I stick my little shovel in and move some dirt this way and move some dirt this way. You want the top of this just 1/8 of an inch below the level of the soil in your planting container. Don't worry, you get some dirt up on the base of this, it's fine. It'll grow on up. Remember that seed started from down in here and grew up through the dirt. So no problem. And but you've got to get them deep enough so that those roots can get down deep and collect the water. Water drains downhill, which means it doesn't stay on the surface of the planting box. It goes to the bottom. Duh. Right? So you've got to get this down deep. Anyway, you also wanted to get it secure, so once you spread the dirt apart and stick this down in, like so, then what you're going to do is fill back in and lightly pack the dirt back around it. All right? So that's what I did to the pepper, and that's what I've done to all 6 of these gorgeous little butter crunch leaf lettuce plants. Spinach is another great vegetable to grow. I don't have any this year, but spinach is another one of those vegetables that you can just pull a few leaves off of. You know, you let your plant get nice and big, and you can go out and pull a dozen leaves off, take them inside and put them in a salad and whatnot, and then let that plant continue to grow, and it'll grow those dozen leaves plus more right back. Basically, I'm doing this on the outdoors net on the 2-meter frequency of 145.270 down here in Portland. That's a repeater down here. Wow. That one. Shit. There we go. That's better. Anyway, on the outdoors net, this past Thursday night, we talked about playing and working in the outdoors, not just fishing, hunting, camping, stuff like that. There is a whole world of outdoors to enjoy in your own backyard. So, that's about it. Now we got to give them all a good drink. So let me steal the phone and see if I can flip this stupid thing around. Oh, it says it doesn't want to flip around. Anyway, so there's my orange bell pepper and my 6 little Brother Crunch lettuce. Now, this 6-pack of Spanish sweet onion, I am going to plant in this tub because onions, as you know, are a bulb plant. In other words, the fruit is the root under the ground. And you need a lot of room and quite a bit of depth for things like onions and potatoes. What else? Turnips. Radishes are fairly small, so they don't require a lot of depth. But any of the big tubular or root fruits, they require some depth. So that's why the onions are going in there. I have no idea what's going in here just yet. I really don't. I do know that cucumber right there is coming out of that pot. And that pot will be just the 2 big tomatoes. One's a celebrity tomato that produces about a 10-inch fruit. And then the other one is a Goliath, which produces up to about a 17-inch fruit. And I have a pellet smoker grill, and I plan on doing some burgers. So imagine your burger, fresh off the grill, smoked. Oh yeah. And I take and slice a fresh. I mean, can't get it any fresher if you pick it off the plant. Slice up some fresh tomato. Get you some leaves of Butter Crunch lettuce. And slice up a sweet onion. Just telling you, Burgerville doesn't even make them that good. And then over here, oh, that's what's going over there. That's right. There are, and my classmates and my homies will appreciate this. We all grew up at the base of Mount Rainier up in western Washington. And I have 3 strawberry plants that are of the Rainier subvariety. Very sweet, great for eating fresh, and supposedly pretty sweet and pretty juicy, which makes them good for jellies and jams as well. So they're gonna go in there. What I'll do is I have 3 of them, so I'll put one at one end, one on the other end, and one in the middle, and they have vines and grow all over, so they'll just take over that entire little box. And again, guess who gets to walk by and pluck a couple off and eat them as I go? That thing better not. So, if anybody watches this and knows what I'm talking about, knows what I'm doing, I do have a question. I live here in a park, in an RV park. I've become a full-time RV dweller. There are a bunch of cats around here. Now, I do have a slingshot, and of course, I might know a little bit about fishing, so you can bet I probably got a bunch of little lead weights to go in said slingshot. But I really don't feel like sitting out here day and night just to shoot a couple of cats, although it would be fun. I ain't gonna lie, it would be funny AF. But I'm looking for urban legends, old wives' tales, and home remedies to keep the cats, neighborhood cats, from coming over here and turning my onions into a frickin' litter box. Lord knows I will be pissed. Yeah, don't let me find that little son of a bitch. I'll shoot his ass for real. But anyway, I read some things online. The gal at Fred Meyer told me cinnamon. She said, go to the dollar store and get a bunch of jars of cinnamon and just sprinkle it all over. And it didn't prove to be that popular online. What was popular was, and that I was able to find today at a dollar store, lavender oil. It says lavender oil. It says a lot of citrus oils. Orange, lemon, lime, stuff like that. If you find those oils and spray those even on the outside of your container, you can spray them directly on the plant. It won't hurt them. You don't want to get crazy, but you can do that, and you can spray it on the soil around the plant in the container. So I bought some lavender. I'm going to try that. It said sprinkle garlic powder around. So I've got a great big tub of garlic powder. So I'll come out and sprinkle some of that around as well. You can put a little bit of that on the soil, and mostly it says sprinkle it around the containers. Also on there was vinegar. If you take white vinegar and mix it 50-50, put it in a spray bottle with water, mix it with good old-fashioned H2O, and spray that around and on your containers. And if it's white vinegar, you can actually spray it on the plants a little bit without doing any damage. If it's apple cider vinegar, you can spray it everywhere but on the plants. So I would like to hear anybody's suggestions, comments, ideas on other methods to keep the cats from making litter boxes out of my planter boxes. Roger? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna move over to the big tub over here and do some onions. Let's see. Try and find a good place to set this. Oh. Now, bad thing is you will probably not be able to hear me. I don't know, but I'm thinking you're probably not going to be able to hear me too well. Oh, hold on, this is going to get scary. What's it say? Why can't I make it bigger? It says can't zoom in or out while you're shooting a picture. Stupid ass. Well, I guess we'll give that a shot, yeah? Sure, why not, right? Oh. And while you can't see me, I'm grabbing my Jack and Coke Red Solo cup. Oh yeah, gotta have a little refreshment there. Back to work I go. Don't be silly. What you do, baby? Okay. What do you think? Does this look even? Yes, probably there. Probably there. Let's scoot these a little bit. Like so. So. That don't look too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. I think we'll run with that right there. Another great use for these onions is if you dig an onion up, or you're feeling adventurous and lucky, take and just, with a pair of just kitchen scissors, cut part of these stems off, take them in, wash them in the sink, of course, and then chop them up and use them in the place of chives or anything like that. Onion stems carry quite a bit of olfactory senses. They smell really, really good. As well as give a sweet oniony taste. Oh, there's one that broke. So, oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, that's good. Well, I'll bet you I got great breath now. Drinking a whiskey coke, smoking a cigarette, and eating an onion stick. Yeah, nobody's gonna want to talk to me. Which realistically in my life is just fine. Tired of most people anyway. All they do is make me mad or disappoint me. So, anyway, it's kind of why the two dogs and I just hang out. We got a girlfriend. Yeah. So every once in a while we do go down to Forest Grove. Yeah. The day-to-day operations. Shoot. That wasn't working. No, sir, at all. Guess we probably ought to go ahead and put the tomatoes in next, huh? What do I still have on here? Tomatoes. Strawberries we said are going in there. Seems like I got another bell pepper around. Oh yeah, got another bell pepper there. And my bush beans. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So, now you have to put up with my ugly mugs. Anyway, as you can, maybe you don't see, I have burned up 27 minutes just sitting here, talking to myself, talking to you, and doing something productive, something that I will be able to enjoy all summer long. You know, and it's not that hard. You don't really have to have a lot of land or anything. When you grow in containers, you know, like these, okay? When you grow in containers, you don't need a lot of room. All you need is a little south-facing or west-facing, preferably, area where you can go ahead and stick them in the ground, and they'll get plenty of sun. Most of your vegetables like a lot of sun. Now some of your flowers will want more shade, or at least partial shade. So, but yeah, if you can get some west-facing area or south-facing area, south being the best, because south-facing area will get morning sun and afternoon sun. So it's a little bit better that way. Do remember, now when you plant in containers like these, let's see if we dig this one out over here. I got my knife in my pocket. So you will see that right here and right here are a couple little pieces of plastic in the bottom of this. Those look like Phillips screwdriver heads. That's so you can stick a Phillips screwdriver in them, in case you're that much of a dummy and have to do that. But to grow these vegetables and stuff, you've got to have well-drained soil. So what you're going to do, this ought to be fun. Hold the camera, and what you're going to do, yeah, there we go. Just get a sharp enough knife to cut right through. And I did. Could almost split the bottom of that little plastic tub in half. Anyway, you cut and or punch out the plugs in the bottom of your containers. Now, you've got to do this so that the soil drains well. If you don't, you'll have standing water in there, and your vegetables, plants, period, are not going to like that. We're not growing a swamp habitat for your koi pond in the backyard or anything like that. We want a couple of nice holes in there so that way we get good drainage. Right? Yeah. I like to use an all-purpose potting soil, indoor and outdoor, flowers and vegetables, containers and hanging baskets. Outdoors, vegetables, containers. That's everything I'm doing right there. And actually, this is Turf King stuff. 20-quart bag. Was only $5. It was like $4.99 at the Fred E. Myers. So yeah, that's what I'm using. Okay, time to do a little more manual labor. We'll be back. I'll show you the finished product probably tomorrow afternoon. Take care, everybody. Glenn, WA7FSH, wishing you a great spring and summer. I'm gonna eat good.